eBay is urging its customers this morning to change their passwords after one of the biggest data breaches ever reported.
The auction, John, says hackers broke into its network, gaining access to up to 145 million accounts. Tim Stevens is editor-at-large for my partners at CNET. Tim, good morning.
Good morning.
So what were they able to get?
Basically, they were able to get a lot of your personal information, your name, your physical address, even your birthday. Thankfully, though, not your financial information, so not your bank accounts or your credit card numbers. Thankfully, that information is still secure.
Everybody that's on eBay, they got that information?
It's not sure if it's exactly all 145 million accounts yet. eBay hasn't clarified, but it could be one of the biggest data breaches in history.
And what about PayPal?
PayPal right now appears to be secure, so again, financial information should be okay.
What do you think hackers can do with this information?
The big thing that we're going to see is probably a lot more scams. People are going to be calling up these people and trying to sign them up for things that they don't want, and trying to trick them into doing other things. We'll probably see a lot of emails tricking people into trying to change their password that are actually not the actual site. So you'll see people being sent to sites that look like eBay but that are not actually eBay. So a lot of scams, a lot of tricks, a lot of things like that.
How was this discovered?
This was discovered just a few weeks ago. Basically, eBay noticed that some of its employees are doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. But as it turns out, those accounts had been exploited, basically. Hackers came in and were able to trick these employees into giving their credentials over, and the hackers were able to use those credentials to log in and download information. So eBay noticed they were looking at things they shouldn't be looking at and downloaded that information.
So Tim, this seems like the latest in a series of stories about our passwords being stolen online. How do we, as USA Today put it, practice good password hygiene?
Well, it's important to have different passwords for these different accounts, so you don't use the same password on everything. And it's very important these days to use a password manager, which are basically applications that can help you to change your password more easily and come up with more secure passwords, things like LastPass or 1Password. Basically, they allow you to come up with easy passwords that you don't have to remember. They're stored, they're very secure, they're totally random, and then it'll be easier for you to change them. When you have to change them again, and we will have to do this again.
Yeah, but then you can't remember them. Tim.
Yeah, that's true.
Tim
true.
Stevens, thank you so much.